So since my husband gave me a concussion back in April, I have had this horrible headache. Well, I got diagnosed finally after tons of tests, MRIs, ultrasounds, x-rays, all kinds of things like that. I got diagnosed finally. Besides the concussion, it turned occipital neuralgia. Memory loss. Anyway, I just recently had these treatments called occipital nerve blockers. And they were right here at the base of my skull. And that's where your headache nerves are. That's what they say. And anyway, I am doing so much better. So I just wanted to let you guys know, yeah, I am doing better, which is going to make such a big, huge difference in my life. You know, I'm Debbie Garcia. I'm the badass baby boomer. Let me straighten up here. I am getting better every single day. I am recovering from, my husband getting drunk 9 months ago. Started beating on me, grabbing my neck and kind of shaking me around. Wasn't really beating on. No, okay. I'm going to start over. Okay, 9 months ago, my husband came into my room and he was drunk. And I was like, oh, surprised. Didn't even know he was drinking. But he had polished off like a big gallon of wine. And he was super drunk. And he kept giving me a hard time, but he kept kind of grabbing my neck, shaking my head. And the next day after all this was over, the trauma, because it went on till 5 o'clock in the morning. And he did hit me in the back of the head one time. It didn't seem like it was that hard, but my doctor thinks it was, and that I just was traumatized and don't remember. But anyway, yeah, I have had this headache ever since, and it's just been horrible. It's kept me from being able to film. Editing takes so long, doing these videos. It's not as easy as just sitting down and talking. You got to set everything up, figure out what you hope to say. I kind of wing it. A lot of people write scripts, but I just can't seem to. I can't do a script. I do a script and I got to read it. So why do it? So yeah, I just edit out the really wacky parts because I have ADD too, I think. I've self-diagnosed myself with that since I'm all over the place with 10 different thoughts at a time. Do you guys do that too? Do you guys have, you're thinking of one thing, you're trying to read a book, you're listening to this, your brain's everywhere but where you want it to be. Oh, I'm so tired of that. I am trying to learn to focus. I think I'm doing a little bit better. But I think I'm going to be, hopefully get rid of this pain in my head. I don't know. They said I could have these treatments like every 2 months. And then they're going to do another treatment down my lower back on where I fell off my steps years ago and kind of fractured it back there. And now just severe arthritis is in it. And they're going to do some, I think it's called a nerve ablation. And they're going to fry the nerves. And I'm very excited about that because I had a test done like last week and oh my God, there was a lot less pain. And I'm like, yes, I want this treatment. And that lasts like 6 to 9 months before the nerves grow back and you have to have it done again. But I don't care. Well, we'll see after I get it done and we'll see if it's successful. Who knows? But this one I'm so excited about because this one really worked. And, after my husband did what he did, I'm still having to live with him because I financially don't have the money to just go rent a place. It's just way too expensive around here. I'd have to have $4,000 to just go rent a place, and I just don't have it. So, anyway, I am on a waiting list, and I'm at the top of the waiting list for a senior apartment, which goes by your income. And that's all I can do right now because, things are tight and things have really gotten tight with the things that have happened, with him. And DUI here not long ago, now he's got to start paying fines and now he lost his driver's license. But, yes, that is one great thing too. He lost his driver's license, and now I'm feeling really good and everything. I got my new eyes, cataract surgery and everything. I can see crystal clear for miles. I am going to get my driver's license back that I had given up because I was in a wheelchair. A lot of you guys know I was 398 pounds in a wheelchair and couldn't walk. So I've lost over 230 pounds. I got 2 new knees. I did a year of physical therapy, and no more wheelchair, no more walker, and yeah, new knees has changed my whole life. And now I'm getting a whole new life because I am going to be single and free as soon as I get out. And I'm working on all that stuff. I'm going to have my driver's license. Oh my God, the freedom I am going to feel. I mean, I'm already feeling it, and I mean, it's hard. But the longer this goes on, the easier it's getting. The easier it's getting for me to move on. And since he got that DUI back in December, I can't remember exactly. It was in December, but he hasn't drank since. And he's towing the line because he has to be drug tested and all that kind of stuff, and drug and alcohol tested, and it could be any time. And he does not want to go to jail, so he's being really super good, which has, it's taken a lot of the stress off. I am appreciating how good he's being. Wish he could have been like this the whole time, but whatever. Things happen because things happen. Life is meant to be. And that's what I have realized. Things are happening, and my life's only getting better. And it's probably going to be, it is going to be so much better. Every day it gets better. So, just checking with you guys. Did I say I was Debbie Garcia, the badass baby boomer? If not, I'll edit this out. But yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm Debbie Garcia, the badass baby boomer, recovering from a narcissistic, alcoholic, asshole husband who thought it was okay to beat on me, confess his love for the alcoholic neighbor who got a felony DUI, and he's been driving her ass around for 3 years now, and now she's driving his ass around. Since he got a DUI and drives, and he's like acting like he has to ask me for permission, and I'm like, well, whatever, like I care. We don't have any way to get anywhere. Go ahead. Not like it really has gotten to that point where it really, I can't say it doesn't totally not bother me. It's just I just ignore it. Today they went to the dump hauling garbage. I was going to the store, and I'm just like, just come back and start doing my work. I am a recovering survivor. I'm a recovering survivor, and according to Richard Grannon, who I listen to a lot, you have to do like a lot of therapy to totally recover from this. So but I feel so much better right now that I'm willing to do whatever work I gotta do, because I want to get totally better, and I would like to help other people and other ladies that are in the same trouble, in the same situation, in a narcissistic, abusive, alcoholic, whatever, narcissistic, a bad relationship, domestic violence. We got to get the hell out and get away from them, and before they kill us, just got to do it. And I don't have to live in fear anymore. And that is just, I mean, as women, we always have to live in fear, but not from the man I'm married to. 38 years, almost 39 years now. Yeah, okay. I love you guys. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be just wonderful. Everything's getting better. I tell you what. This lack of a headache. Right now I have no headache at all. It feels great. Usually after a whole day of filming and reading and studying and a long day like today, it'd be throbbing, but it's not. I'm getting better every day. We do heal. We do survive. We do recover. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.